Ну, я понял.
Там
Сейчас вроде началось. Сейчас проверим.
Минуту точно задержка.
Да, минут задержка.
Минимум.
Хорошо. Так.
Да, началось.
Так, есть, есть.
Да, началось.
Так, есть, есть.
Да, началось. Ты видишь чат?
Чат не вижу.
Видишь, да?
Ну, я сделал как-то он так вот по-другому немножко сейчас. Вот. Потому что если я убираю сейчас, то это... А ты мой чат видишь, который меня в окне показывает?
Ну, да, вижу. Я вот, если, например...
Нет, не, а вот слева, там где доска шахматная, там не видишь чат?
Нет.
То есть не показывает, да?
Нет.
Меня показывает, да?
Да, тебя показывает.
Вот, ну хорошо, слава богу. Так, ладно, это у них какая партия? Вторая партия, по-моему, да? Да. Вроде вторая партия. Красный Магнус.
У тебя уже 6 человек.
Уже 6 человек, да, спасибо. Так, может они третью начали, нет? Вторую партию начали.
У тебя почему-то иконка Streamlabs есть на...
Ну, я не знаю. Как-то так вот работает. Странно. Hi guys, my stream chat crashed. I have no idea. It just completely messed up all my settings. So, yeah, I don't see any chat for now. Ты что-нибудь написал в чат там, не знаешь?
Да, вот я только что.
А, только что. Hi from New York City, guys. So, yeah, I apologize. You know, my restream chat went down and it was tied up to my stream settings. So, I'm trying to do with what I can here. Besides, I cannot do this restream chat anyway now. I think because it violates the Twitch policies or something. So I have to be careful with that. Anyway, the first game was very strange, right? Magnus just sacrificing a piece, not getting compensation, getting really angry probably, and then just sort of losing the game in basically 5-10 moves, yeah. In this game, what we see, Magnus is playing knight c6. He's playing really offbeat opening. I think he's just, something is going on in his private life, because the way he's playing it is like, you know, he is not caring. He's really not caring about this game, about this tournament. That's what I see. Okay, I'm subscribed all the way. I don't want to miss any Kamsky TV. I'm doing all that I can. Thank you so much, Squiz82. It's very much appreciated. All right. All right. So. All right. So looks like a draw now. Although Black is a little bit suffering, right? His king is kind of stuck in the open. But looks like Black should be able to survive this. Yeah, king f7, knight e7, rook d7, and that's it. So, all right, you subscribed all the way. Thank you very much. Yeah, you got all my stuff. Yeah. So I'm supposed to subscribe more? No, you don't have to subscribe, man. Just, you know, enjoy your stay here and you know, do whatever you want. Don't worry, man. Yeah, so okay, h4, and I don't know, what is Jan doing? He's trying to probably create some pressure on Magnus. Clearly White has more time according to this clock. No, that's cool. That's cool, Squiz. Thank you so much. Yeah, your help is appreciated, but it's not required, so you don't have to, you know. Just stay here, you know, hopefully have good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, I missed the first game because, you know, there is Title Tuesday today, which I'm gonna play. It's gonna start in about 2 hours, so I'm briefly making a commentary for the next couple rounds, and then I'm gonna get some rest before the Title Tuesday, because that's sort of like a main event still. Hi guys, hi, wear the fox hat. Interactive chess, greetings, gentlemen. So yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the Title Tuesday, which is coming up, because there is a ton of grandmasters playing here. Let's quickly take a look at what happens in Firouzja game. Firouzja Played absolutely magnificent game in the first game. Completely outplayed Giri, and yeah. So you know, now that we saw the way Magnus is playing, right, and his yesterday loss to Giri now looks in a slightly different light. If you can sort of become retrospective and go back a little bit, right? I mean, you remember, guys, I was talking about that match yesterday, how Carlsen was playing. Really not at his best, and today his first game against Nepo was just, I don't know, playing suicide. So I have no idea. So again, my theory is that something's going on in his private life, so he is probably being affected by that, and he is playing in this tournament, although he guaranteed himself the place in the next stage, right, semifinals or wherever. So he can do whatever basically he wants, and yeah, but let's not wish him to sort of give up so much stuff, because it's not fair to his other opponents that he played full strength, right? Because if he plays like this, he should play like this against everybody. Yeah. Speaking, that will be more fair, I guess. Do you think Magnus is in a more relaxed or fun mode? No, I think he's actually playing in a stressed mode. Something is going on that he really needs to take stress, and usually this happens. Okay. Some sort of sportsmanship or something. No, I don't think so. Oh, thank you for rating, Mr. ChessTube TV. Yeah, well, what do you think about the first game, Mr. ChessTube? I don't know, that was pretty strange, right? I mean, Firuzat's first game was pretty good. He completely outplayed Giri in the technical stage of the game. Those knights dance, right? Protecting the king and going on the offense, that was pretty awesome. And let's go back for a second to this position here. We see here knight e7, king goes to f7. Basically, Magnus is playing this on the autopilot. I mean, he can probably draw this game in his sleep. So I'm pretty confident in his abilities here. So rook d4, knight c6, for example, no pin, nothing. Maybe rook c7 makes more sense, but then knight d5, right? So we are still going to the drawish zone, right? And this looks like gonna be a draw. Of course, the first game was very strange. I don't know, very strange game. Nepo can qualify for the next round with the win versus Carlsen, can he? I don't know. I'm not actually following on the standings much. I care more about the game's quality, and the standings. I don't know. I mean, it's an important tournament, so I cover it. I see some games. There were some great games. Maybe these guys, are getting really tired. Like Nepo also blundering a lot of stuff yesterday, right? He had 15 minutes on the clock. He is playing theoretical Grunfeld line, and then he is doing that absolutely horrible one-move blunder against Ding. And because of that blunder, basically, he loses the whole match, right? Chess is really unforgiving, and you gotta be careful. And, so, I don't know, so maybe Magnus trying to demonstrate to Nepo, maybe he can do something like this as well. So, I don't know if this is worth it, though, such a demonstration, because, we know that these things happen, but we don't really expect them to happen to the top GMs in the world, especially the candidates, right? The candidates are very cream of the cream, like 1%. They're not even 5%, they're 1% of the overall chess pyramid in the world, right? The candidates are like really 1%, maybe even smaller. They're just so elite, right? So, Coffee Attack, hi, good afternoon. Right, so guys, just remember I have a Title Tuesday later today, so I'm gonna cover this maybe for an hour or so. And that's gonna be it. Bishop h5, cd4. This is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting caro by both players, I think. We're looking at the c file and white's knight on e1 and on d2. It's a question. The reason white plays bishop h5 is sort of like create the spin, right, on f7 and prevent black's comfortable castling to the long side. Also, if knight g6, then you have g4, right, attacking this bishop. So knight g6 is really not an option. But if you play bishop g6, then sort of your g5 pawn becomes really weak, and potentially white rook can also get to the question is where this knight going. I would probably love to see this knight go to b1, c3, b5. That will be a really nice square for the knight, right? So what else? Lich has just announced new tiled arenas. Really? Okay, I'll check that out. When is it the Blitz arena or something? I don't know. So this game, what Magnus is doing, what is he doing? Rooks, okay, King H2, King F7. Well, so far it looks very drawish, right? Basically, Magnus has got his knight in the center, he activated his pieces, his king is safe. So basically, Magnus is actually gonna start to play for a win. So Nepo has to be very careful now. You know, I think he has to start looking at least, you know, he has to be careful now. Because Magnus loves to play these positions. No matter what kind of mood he is, he simply enjoys this position way too much. Really unpleasant for Black in the Caro game. Yeah, I think so. So Black actually goes with his own knight to b4 first. I actually like this move. He also prevents rook a3, right? Because bishop opens. But now he has to worry about this g5 pawn, though. So I'm looking at knight f3, correct? I was just looking at this move because you need this knight to cover the c2 square. And ideally, White's bishop goes to c3, right? Where he protects both these pawns. And also at the same time, White creates pressure on the g5 pawn. So we're looking some potential g4, f takes g4. Probably then bishop goes to e3. So probably this bishop probably should go to e3, I think, right? But this g4 plan with the taking on g5 looks pretty cool, right? Because this g5 pawn is... So Black probably will have to sacrifice both of these pawns, hope for the, you know, for the lines, like this line and this line, right? Get this king to safety, and I don't know. Looks very complicated. So, hi guys, hi take a chess tube, right? All right, so pretty interesting stuff here, because in this game, ooh, I think Magnus is just better, yeah? Magnus is just better. What's going on here? Queen f3, that pawn on h5 is now hanging. Rook d6, what is this, what is going on? What is going on? Oh my god, Nepo, what are you doing? He just plays h5. Why do you play h5? Why do you need to play h5? I don't understand this move. You basically create this weakness, right? Okay, so rook c7, okay, rook c7, bishop c7, then queen h5, and king e6. Well, Black is still a pawn up, right? So I don't understand this game. I don't understand this match, to be honest. Okay, so the idea is queen h5, rook c7, but there is queen d1. And Magnus playing king g8 immediately. Alright, so yeah, so Black is already starting to get better here, right? We see it. Yeah, but compared to the previous part of the game where White was always slightly better. So, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not better than Svidler because we have different commentary style. You know, Peter is the great, right? Come on, guys. No comparing the commentators here. How did Magnus avoid 2-0? Because Jan is playing very strange chess, yeah. Jan is playing very strange, and now he loses. Oh my god, he loses. He loses. Yeah, Jan just throwing this game really hard. I can't say he's throwing it, but he is -2, right? Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. I mean, what is going on? Come on, guys. What is going on? Yeah, this is perfectly playable position for White. He was just slightly better. Look at this, 0.6, 0.3, right? He's better. And now look at this position 5 moves later. Yeah, I mean, Jan is probably demonstrating that, okay, dude, you threw me the first game. I'm gonna give you this gift in the second game. You know, let's yeah, these guys are playing, I don't know, you know, with such level of play, I don't want to see I really don't want to see this. Black is just completely winning. King h2, queen takes h5, then knight takes f4. And where Black is just winning, he's getting all the pawns. His king is safe, he's completely winning. So what happened? This happened. Yeah, here, king g6. Now, king just goes to g5, basically. And then he can go into h4, take on f4. Okay, taking on f4 is kind of tricky. Yeah? I was thinking more about queen e8, rook f7, and but yeah, but this is like really bad for white anyway. Credits to Magnus if he wins. I don't know if it's credits to Magnus or it's a shame on Jan for doing this. I think it's more of the later. Yeah, this is definitely not Jan's moment. Definitely. Definitely not among his best moments. Yeah, just rook f7 or king g5, they both win, pretty much. Pretty much they both win. King g5 is probably the flashiest, yeah, because you bring that king right into the white king's den, right? King g5, g takes f4, look at the first line. King g5, g takes f4, queen e3 check, king g4, check on g3, king h5, then king goes back to f7 because rook on h8 is doing absolutely nothing, and white king is way open, black will be 2 pawns up, and he's gonna win this game. So Magnus sort of, he's being redeemed by Jan, okay, so let's put it this way. Hopefully after this game the match starts anew, they're gonna be 1-1 each, and they're gonna just play real chess next 2 games. Hi Arden. Well, you know, the blunder on the 6th move, he really blundered. I mean, the world champion on the 6th move with white, he blunders a piece. Is that what you really call it? Blunder? World champion? Really? I don't know. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. So, bishop f4, bishop e7, sensible move, development, black develops, king goes to b8, queen b6, right? So, pretty standard. Black goes really safe. He has some weak pawns though, right? So the question is, can white really take this pawn on f7? Yeah, I mean, pawn is a pawn. Probably not this time because of h5, but still kind of curious. Let's take a look. It's white to move. All right, so pawn grabbing, right? Pawn grabbing forever. Pawn grabbing is forever. What is the point of bishop c4 in the first game? He had to play knight c3, right? I mean, and then go for normal Sozin attack, and now white just takes this pawn on f7, right? I was before they played this, I was kind of worried about this h5 thing, right? That would make sense. But then, of course, you have knight g5, and you hit both this pawn and this pawn on h5. So that's how white survives. So that's the reason why black plays this move. But now black is really pawn down. He has some compensation in the amount of active pieces here, right? Some nice squares on b4, but white has no weaknesses, and this pawn potentially can become really critical in the later stage of the game. So I don't know, this is kind of tricky position. Well, I'm not saying he threw the game. I'm saying like he played like one. Okay, he played like he did. All right. No words, no comment, no comment there. I'm not gonna insult these guys. You know, they're very tired. They've been playing every game, every day for many hours. So, you know, maybe there is very small chance that they just, you know, feeling bad or they just blundering stuff. You know, that happens. But it's disappointing, to be honest. You know, disappointing. So let's see. Yeah, these are okay, but I'm gonna work on some new ones with my real face, yeah, because you guys like the original face more, I guess. So I have, you know, the easiest thing, I took some with my real webcam, you know, so it's like really not that great quality, but for the emote, you know, such a small size, right? Probably that doesn't matter. So queen d2, I'm very surprised this queen d2 move. Oh my god, what is this queen d2? Look at the evaluation, the way it jumped, right? Queen d2. Where is this queen going? You're protecting the pawn. Yeah, but... Alright. Yeah, I didn't understand this rook c1 actually. It's pretty obvious that black is gonna play queen b6 and hit your pawn, right? Pretty obvious. So why not prepare for this in advance, right? Why not play bishop e3, queen b6, and like queen e2? Or even knight d3 here, yeah, because black cannot really give up this bishop. And you have everything protected. This bishop, okay, this is computer move, bishop g1, but you need to protect this pawn, right? And the bishop e4, then probably just queen e2 maybe. I like this queen e2 move. And then knight d2 maybe at some point. So this looks pretty cool for me. I don't understand this rook c1, to be honest. because this rook is doing absolutely nothing on the c file. There is no targeting at all, right? So queen d2, queen b6, queen d2, now queen b3, and what is going on? Magnus is furious on camera. Oh, he just blunders again. He blunders. Rook f8. Wait, where's my trusty computer? So rook d3 wins. Very hard to see though. Oh, he just blunders. Oh my god, he just blunders queen e6. And it's a draw. Yeah, of course he is furious. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jan is kind of tricky, but this is still winning. Come on. This is still winning. Probably the easiest way to win this is by playing queen d6, right? Bring your queen over, protect all these squares, and you know, queen looks at the check, and then king just goes home to g5, and this is a win. And this is a draw, right? Oh my god. Yeah, he smashed the table? Really? Wow. Okay, there you go. There you go. He's all right. Yeah, especially considering how badly Jan played in this second part of the game. Really? Okay. I don't know. No comment. No comment, guys. You know, things happening. Right. Let's go back to this game. Let's go back to this game because we have some youngsters and they're playing way more solid chess. You know, both are young guys. You know, they're playing very solid chess. I like black position here, to be honest. I like black position. Because this H file, it looks like really good for black. So the question is, can black actually exploit this spin right now? Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about. Usually in this line, I'm not sure about this rook c8 though. Rook c8 is actually first line, yeah, so well, okay, the rook is hanging, so you don't want to play rook g8, obviously, because of bishop f7, so rook c8 makes sense. And now, now is the question, what is white going to do? How he's going to untangle his pieces and bishops, right? It's not actually very simple for white. Knight on e1 is kind of bad. This black bishop on e5 is going to e4, right? And this pawn is gone, basically is gone, so black is down only to one pawn, but then this whole bishop entanglement here, it looks pretty badass, yeah. Of course, still questions remain how for black to take advantage of that. Maybe simple rook h7, yeah. Maybe simple rook h7 with the other rook going to h8, inviting white to play g4, and then bishop really goes to e4. So I think that may be the right way to do this. So let's see. I mean, the computer evaluates this position as really bad for white. I actually agree. Yeah, I like how Firuzai is actually outplaying Giri, right? Just very nice positional play, very mature play by Alireza, just like in the first game. Knight g1, oh my god, desperate days make desperate decisions, right? So white creates a loft for the bishop to go to d1 to save the bishop. And if bishop goes to b4, what happens after queen f4? Probably just grab this pawn, and this pawn is gonna hang, right? So I think he really is gonna go and sacrifice this exchange. He really probably is gonna play it, and then we're gonna see something like this. And probably just... I like knight e7 and taking the pawn on c3 instead of taking the pawn on a4. Because black needs to open the files for the rook. The threat is knight g8. And what's going on with this threat, by the way? Why not knight g8? Oh, because you have this exchange sack, yeah? And what is this? What is this? What is going on after rook d8? Well, it looks like completely winning for black, right? It looks completely winning. Black position just play itself. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I really don't understand this. But okay, let's see what happened in the game. What happened in the game? We saw this game. We see bishop b4 actually played. And we see queen f4 or rook f3, right? Which one? Oh, he's still thinking. He's still thinking. Alright, so 2 pawns, but look at white pieces, tangled bishops, knight on the first line, weak central pawns. Yeah, very nice game by very nice game by these Alriza. Very nice game. So let's go here, the third round. Okay. So what is going on? Where is this game? Queen f4, queen b2 has been played. Okay. Queen b2, and white is in trouble. White is in trouble. So we're expecting knight e2. Knight e2 because you really don't want to give up the central pawn on d4 because you know, black can just later go b5 and then this pawn rolls if queens are gone. Right, so probably knight e2 has to be played. You can see in the orange square the current position of little chess. Orange square. What? What orange square? Orange square. In the move list. All right. I don't see any orange squares. Well, we'll figure it out. Hopefully. All right. It highlights the current move. Yeah, it doesn't show me for some reason. So knight f3, queen b2. Oh, you mean this one? Oh, I see. All right, I got it. Yeah, this knight. Yeah, this knight is highlighted. All right, thank you. So knight f3, and then already -4 for black. So bishop f8, rook h5, considered by the computer as strong, but I really like this rook cg8. Rook cg8 basically attacking this pawn on g2, right? Yeah, I understand. Oh, the red rectangle. Oh, I see, okay. Right, I really like this rook eg8 just basically attacking this mating square. Because this pawn has to move. You cannot block the g file because of bishops losing. And after g4, bishop e4, right? So let's play this. Has to play this. I mean, the other move is knight h4, but it's really bad. Well, not because of the computer line here. Yeah, this, I mean, also pretty badass, of course, but I don't think humans will see this line, so I'm thinking bishop e4 more. Bishop f3 has to be played. And now probably something simple like knight d4. And this looks pretty good, yeah. Queen e4 is impossible, bishop on h6 is a problem, and then this knight goes to d3. Yeah, but it looks still more, probably there is more. Yeah, looks like more here. Should be available. I mean, rook h6, bishop d2 is just winning immediately. But, I don't know. So, knight b6 has been played. Not bad. Just grabbing the pawn on a4. Basically tying up white. Yeah. It's like Benko Gambit versus Long Castle by white. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I agree. But, you know, it's incredibly easy to play with black in this position. White has to give up more material. So right now it's one extra pawn for white, but we're not playing pawn game, right? Bishop f7 is like almost rook h7 automatic. Knight on g1 has no moves, and so does knight on f3. And probably we're gonna see knight h3 and knight f2 or something. Probably. I was kind of thinking about, so h3 has been played, right? But I was thinking here, what's wrong with rook h7 here? And then simply going for the doubling, right? So he was afraid of this maybe. And if I still double, then what? Ah, e6 check, right? So bishop e4 has to be played, bishop f3. And if I double now, you have to play bishop g5, and then, all right, bishop e7, still going for that h2 thing, right? Bishop e7, knight e7, and if g3, then you have knight g6, and this queen is gonna go to this h2 pawn. All right, so that was just one consideration, I think. That was pretty interesting. So he takes on a4. Basically, going pawn grabbing. You know, I approve of the pawn grabbing. I approve. Good day, everybody. Hi, Sleepy. And yeah, we're going pawn grabbing. We really approve of the pawn grabbing by the young maestro. Yeah, absolutely. Good job, man. And then this a pawn is a coming, and then this knight is of course going to e4, right? He's just it's gonna be this one hell of a knight. And I don't know, white is so tangled up. It's not funny, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Firuzai should be winning the second game. That means he will have 2-0 versus Giri. And that's kind of actually a huge sign to Magnus. Like, Magnus, how can you lose to Giri, right? I'm beating Giri, and I'm only Al-Rizai. I'm only 16 years old, and I haven't played any superior tournaments except I can see this earlier, and I'm already killing Giri with 2-0, right? That's pretty strong message, I would say. Yeah, pretty strong message by Al-Rizai, like, you know. So so bishop g4. So knight a4, bishop g4. Bishop g4, okay, and yeah, we are here, right? We're here. And white has double pawn. Knight c3, knight e2 is winning, right? It's completely winning. Daniel, hi. How are you? Good day to you, sir. So knight c3, g5. So white is trying to hold on to that bishop on h6, put this knight on h3. So he's trying to go for this bishop g7. So knight is going here, then it's going to be a bishop here to f6, and followed by g5, g6, g7, right? This is white plan, I get it. But how do you actually do this? It's not so simple. I think the game starts here. Look at Magnus play bishop f4 London system, guys. Woohoo! London system. Yes, it's cool. It's still in the topic. c5, and we have this pretty much famous transposition, right? But of course e5 is kind of new. I have no idea. We see some games played here, right? Bishop d2 is a standard way, but I don't like it because you see after e4, white doesn't have e4 now, and black gets this bishop f5, queen e7, knight d7, g6, bishop g7, so like London attack, right, on the black side. So this is the reason why you should play bishop g5 here. And I guess after h6, you pretty much have to give up this bishop and to play e4 in this structure. But I think black is fine. So I think Magnus misplayed this a little bit. Yeah, probably had to play e4 here. Yeah, but you know, e5 was very tricky, right? E5 was very tricky. Because if you take this, then black is absolutely fine after bishop e6. In fact, he's better. So let's see what happens here. h3, h5, bishop back to f4. Makes sense. Right? We're going to take a look at this game for now. Right? Because, you know, these are crazy players. Let's call them absolutely crazy nuts players for today. These are the craziest players of today. Okay? That's what we're going to call them. So bishop f4 in a true London fashion. White is going to play e3. And then bring this knight over. I think what's going to happen is that white is going to play knight e2. So it's going to be e3 first, and then knight e2. Then knight here, knight here, knight here, and knight here. So you see how that's a long journey for the knight, right? But that's the way I see it for now. All right, so we're going to cover this game for now because in this particular game, what's going on? We see this move, and just briefly going back here, knight d4. Ooh, what is going on here? What is going on? Knight d4. We did not approve that move. We really approve of rook fg8 for sure. But what is this? Rook f1 and bishop d2, and he missed rook f8 check, which is a draw. Which is now a draw because, oh my god, black just missed it. Black just completely missed rook f8 check. He missed it because this is an incredible line, right? Rook f8, and if king a7, then knight b5, knight c7 mate. And black has to play king c7, but that means knight e6. King has to go to, I don't know, d7. And then just queen goes, and white has extra piece and attack. My god, Alireza, what are you doing, man? What happened here? What happened? Black is just okay. He is not lost. He is not lost, but he better do something here. He is in a terrible spot now. Yeah, he has to find this rook h8. I think he has to play rook h8, and then I think the idea is if you take and you play g5, then this pawn is really fast and black is still better, right? But then you have this computer move knight h3, and if white managed to get his bishop on this side, then this pawn is falling, this pawn is rolling, right? This is what's going on. Yeah, you see, one move changed the whole evaluation. It just changed everything, everything. From -4 for white to equal, maybe slightly better for white in one move. That's chess for you. That is chess for you. Of course, that result was only 1 minute on the clock, but I'm very surprised, man. I'm very surprised the way he played it. He just went tactically berserk, yeah? Let's call it that way. So what happens here? So we see that my plan is in action. Knight is going to d2, c4 here, right? Black has pretty comfortable game here. Pretty comfortable. See the evaluation here for... Oh, wait. So what happened? Knight b1, knight fd7, knight here. So probably black should not have played h5, h4 here, yeah? e3, knight e7, knight a5. I like queen e7, but with the queen e7, knight c4, it's not so simple, yeah? Alright, h4 is already maybe too much, yeah? Maybe too much, asking too much from your position. Knight e5. And queen g6 I like. I really like this idea to put this queen here, followed by bishop e7, because queen will be creating a lot of pressure on the white household here. It also prevents white from castling short side, right? Because you can no longer castle short side because of bishop h3. So that was the trick. So I kind of like this computer move. Instead, he plays bishop g6 and f5, and he is hoping for that bishop h5, but Magnus is now actually much better poised to... Yeah, Magnus actually has an advantage now. It's not large advantage, but, you know, he's got this open g file. Black has a lot of weaknesses here, and... yeah, but this is very standard, right? So black has a lot of holes in his position, and I don't know. The only problem is what to do with white king on e1, right? So maybe okay, maybe black is suffering, but maybe he is not suffering too much. Let's go back to this game. We see g5 happened. We see both players in the huge time trouble. Black to move, right? And let's see. Let's check out this game, because this is like final moves. Black has to be very accurate. He is materially disadvantaged. Now look at this bishop on h6. It was really bad the whole game, but now it's a monster because he is going to allow this g6, g7 to get in. And yeah, Firuza just unbelievable. It's unbelievable what happened here. g5, knight e4 has been played. Rook g8, bad move, yeah, by the computer. Should probably just go a4, a3 right away. You need to actually push these pawns probably. Then of course he has to see this knight f4 trick. Yeah, but he probably will, because this knight has to go to e6, right? Bad Benoni and London Edge. Yeah, there you know, in Benoni there's this bishop f4 system, right? There is this bishop f4 system. So that's pretty cool. Duki's message, your message is highlighted, dude. All right. Let's allow it. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I am allowing some message. I don't know. That was COC. I have no idea. All right, so knight f4, of course. Giri is he's not gonna. You know, Giri is incredibly tenacious player. So yeah, he was waiting for that mistake by Alireza, and now experience actually pays off. Yeah, he was completely outplayed, but then one wrong tactical move, just, you know, just going for the tactic, not bothering to calculate stuff. Really messed up. So a4 has to be played, probably. I have to agree here. Black has to play a4. Computer doesn't like it, but I like it. I approve. You have to push that pawn. Knight, of course, takes on e6. And then the question is, who is going to stop that a pawn, right? How is white going to stop that a pawn? That's the biggest question. There is also this idea with knight b5, which is pretty interesting, but that's going to be probably a draw, right? So let's take a quick look. For example, you play like this. Oh, we found the drawing line, right, guys? We found the drawing line. We found this great drawing line. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is a draw, but okay. Black is winning by queen b8, actually. All right, so this is action. Oh, knight c6 checks. Oh my god, he found another drawing line. My god, and black should have taken this. Oh my god, you guys see it, right? This is unbelievable. He had this draw, and Alireza had this draw. Oh my god, are you guys serious? How can Giri find all these draws? He's like this, has very uncanny ability to find draws. Wow. A3. All right, knight b5. Now white is winning. What is going on? Why not just go back king b8? Yeah, just repeat the position. I think Alireza is actually playing for a win here. I think he is, right? That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. So queen e5 is knight c2, knight d4, knight e6, because black no longer has this very dangerous a pawn. So white is winning now. White is winning. Alireza forcing Giri to win the game. Incredible. Queen f6, knight c4 has to be played probably. And black is gonna castle alongside. This is this is actually a good game now. This is what we expect from these top players. Huge complications. I expect g5 followed by bishop g7 or castling first, then queen d3 most likely, and I probably expect bishop g7 still, but then of course white castles and rook he8, right? So expect something like this to happen. White is probably slightly better here, especially after f4 move. This is critical move. You need to take away e5 square from black knight, even at the cost of your structure, because this is clearly better for white, right? Just a lot of weaknesses, especially d6 weakness potentially. So this looks pretty good. So that's what I expect. Let's go quickly to this game. We see knight c2 played, king d7, knight d4, black to play, rook e8, protecting stuff, and then what is going on? Queen b3, queen b3. Ooh, make a move. g3, not great. Black misses very nice resource, knight f6. That is incredible computer resource. Of course, with the help of the computer, we can see after knight f6, black can hold to a draw. Where do Napo's knights? They're protecting, like in true Benoni fashion. The knight is on f7. It's a Benoni knight, right? It's also King's Indian knight. You know, he protects the d6 square and he eyes the e5 square. So it's important knight. So let's see what's going on here. Queen c7. After queen b3, knight d6. Alright, black is completely busted. Yeah, black is just busted because this g6 pawn is coming. So Firuza basically killed himself in this game. He missed a lot of chances. And Giri is going to win this game. He is going to win this game because +4 for Giri is actually... Alright, it's much better chance. So we are looking for g6, g7, simple queen choice. They're down to seconds. I'm not sure what is going on here. Oh, okay. Queen e3, rook a2 check, king h3. Now black is down to the last seconds. He has to play knight e4, and then of course it's a simple win for white. Yeah, it's a simple queen f7. Knight e6, and look at the white knights, yeah, dominating black position, and black has absolutely no chance here. Knight f5, queen c5 check, followed by I don't know, queen c5, queen takes d5, right? Anything wins here, anything wins here, and yeah, I'm disappointed that this. I'm disappointed in Alireza here. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I mean, he was winning. He was playing magnificent game, and then I probably jinxed him. Yeah, I feel responsible, actually. I feel actually responsible because I think I jinxed him. Yeah, he has such a dream attack. No, he had not only dream attack, he had this huge positional advantage. And he just managed to let it all slip. So knight d7 should win because king c8 is the only move. Knight b6 check. And so knight d7, king c8, knight b6, king d8. And then we have some tricks probably somewhere. Alright, let's check this out. So queen d8 been played, king a7. Oh, knight c8 check wins. Right, knight c8, knight d6 wins. Right. So king a7 check. If king a6, queen b6. Right, and if king to the 8 and knight d6 wins the queen. So white wins. And it's 1-0, right? I think it should be 1-0. Yeah, it's 1-0. Alright, so very nice comeback by Giri. Let's go now to the Magnus. This is third round game. So let's go back to Magnus position. We see that they played these moves. Magnus actually played knight c4, and I don't really understand this. What happens if you wanted to play knight e5? Why did he play knight fe5? Right? Why allow knight b6? Because now you are not allowed to castle the queen side, and white is just better. Yeah. Thank you for following how to play Benoni. What happened? What happened is that Firouzja made a blunder. That's what happened. And if anybody blunders, then it's game over. I mean, Firouzja blundered and he was equal, but the way the game actually changed completely because of that blunder. Firouzja didn't manage to like refocus. It's really hard to do. And then he had some chances to make a draw. Remember, Giri sacrificed the knight. He could have taken that knight. That was crazy, absolutely. I'm absolutely not sure why he didn't capture that knight and made a draw. Yeah, Alireza. And then he just started to push pawn, blundering pawns, and he lost. His tactics in that game was bad. His positional understanding was really good, but his tactics suck. Alright, so in order to be a great player, you have to be good at both. You have to see tactics well, and you have to have positional understanding. If you can do these two things, you'll be at the 2600 level. Alright, guaranteed. Okay, so what is going on here? We see rook d8. We see f4, taking away that e5 square from black pieces. Knight, of course, goes to c4. And queen d3. So basically, white has an extremely comfortable game, has huge advantage. So Magnus is back to his normal self. We absolutely love to see that fact. Black is stuck with a lot of weaknesses. d6, g6, b7. His knights don't have a single square except maybe potentially square in e4. But it's not easy to get there because white is simply gonna hit the pawn at some point. I predict rook g2 by rook g1 followed by e4. And then basically it's curtains, right? So positionally, black is just busted. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play Benoni, this is not how you do it. So you see how Nepo's strategy actually backfired. You know, he was spending a lot of moves, and on that bishop, he played this h5, h4, which is completely pointless. Now we can see that this pawn is actually weak, right? It should have been just standing on h7 back, and then black can castle, and then he would have, you know, sort of defensible position. But now with the pawn on h4, on the black square target in the endgame, pawn on g6 very weak. Knight on g7 has to protect this b6 square. Queen is stuck protecting this pawn on g6. I mean, ideally black wants to play queen e7, knight f6, right, knight f6, and then rook e8 and knight e4. But because of this weakness on g6, he can't do this. So rook e8 has been played, and now we're expecting rook g2 or e4. If e4, then probably e4 is kind of early, because if you grab this pawn, you can probably do this, of course, but then black takes, and rook takes, knight takes, rook e2. This bishop is a small problem. White still pawn up, right? But you know, black pieces get some error. So right now, black pieces, they have no error. You know, they all very constricted. So let's see what's gonna happen. This is the reason why I like rook g2, because you know, black has no moves. White has plenty of room to improve, and black doesn't. Okay, so what is going on? Rook e4. So we see king g8 being played. Black king is running to this h7 square away from the opening files, right? Let's see what is going on here. Let's see the translation. Do they have faces? Oh, they have chess watch. All right. I want to see their faces. So let's see their faces. I want to see those cams. Do they have those cams? You better have those cams, guys. Blah, 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 whatever. Okay. And let's see those faces, guys. Let's see those faces. Nepo and Magnus. Magnus in a suit. In a suit, yeah. Nice. Nepo, he's like, alright, chilling. So, king g8. 10 minutes, 7 minutes for Nepo. For Carlsen, and 10 minutes for Nepo. Alright, f-pawn owns the whole black army. I wouldn't say that it owns black army. I mean, in a way, it closes your own bishop, right? On h2, remember that? You know, just, you know, keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. But f4 pawn is actually critical. I agree. It is critical. It's by taking that critical e5 square from black. So that is actually important. Okay. So what is going on? We see actually some moves here. We see e4 being played. And Nepo is suffering, right? He really doesn't like his position. He really doesn't like his position. So e4, black has to take. There is not much to do. Black has to take. Well, the computer plays king h8, knight f8, very patient game, but you don't really want to allow this e5, you know, to happen. So black probably has to take this pawn, and now there's a huge question how to play here. So it's either queen d4 going for this thing, right? And but this thing is probably very good for white, because in addition to this pawn on d6, g6 pawn will be falling, right? Most likely it's going to be queen f5, but then of course you get this sort of different position with the rook on the second, right? Rook on g2 here, it's protecting the second rank, so things are completely different now, right? The bishop on h2 cannot be attacked, so the only thing maybe to do here, and rook h1 maybe. And then just, you know, I don't know, c4 is not really human. I like knight c4, you know, sort of pushing this pawn later. And again, extra pawn for white. Not much for black to do. So let's see what else he can do. Let's see this computer move with the king h7 maybe. King h7. e5 is way too early, so maybe rook g1. Rook g6 is the threat. So if knight f8, now you can play e5, right? Now you can play e5. Now we have to go for this line. Take, bishop e5, queen e5, and extra exchange for white, but some chances for black maybe, yeah? Some chances for black. Probably king b1 just to make sure there's no queen f4 check, but you know, it's still a game now. It's still a game. I kind of like this line. So I kind of like this line, and so let's see again. After king h7, what else can white do? What can he do? Can he just play something like take on f5? But then after queen f5, this square is controlled, under control, so white cannot do that. What about rook e1? Yeah, what about rook e1 or rook e2? I don't know. Okay, king b1 also looks good. If knight f8, then you definitely play e5, right? So black is still cramped. White can just basically sit and wait and enjoy this position. What are you streaming? What time is there? It is almost 7 o'clock. I have Title Tuesday coming up in an hour, so I'm gonna probably do this game and maybe do a little bit of the Firouzja game, but that's about it, because then I'll have to prepare for the Title Tuesday event, right? So today's first and second round games were, yeah, I'm gonna stream the Title Tuesday. because you know, it's a lot of fun, you know, to do it together, right? So let's do the title Tuesday together, guys. Right? You're gonna watch me play. I'm probably not gonna win anything, but you know, I'll try to explain you what is going on. Andre, let's win it today. Well, now that you mention it, yeah, now I have to think about it. It's not so simple. So what's going on? He is still thinking. Oh, the game starts. Did it? No, they don't start it yet. What are they doing? They're doing something else. All right, they're doing something else. So e4 is a huge thing. So I really like this king h7. And these guys are thinking. Nepo is thinking hard. He had more time on the clock. Now Magnus has more time. All you need to do is move a bit faster. Great idea. You guys really want me to win? Ooh, winning a title Tuesday. When I'm like number 60 on the ranking there, yeah? I'm like number 60 on the FIDE elo, and all these guys are way above me. They're all younger, they play faster, they click mouse faster, right? And I don't know, man. We'll see, you know. I'm gonna try today to stream, but maybe less talking, yeah? Maybe less talking. Yeah, I actually shared the second, fifth place, not the previous Tuesday, the Tuesday before. Mix his move order, he should have checked first before taking on e6. Carano said Magnus mix his move order. Yeah, but okay, how do you mix your move order if you're a world champion and if you are the super elite player who studies a lot of openings, who knows all the lines, and how do you mix the move order? Yeah, it's like same thing that happened to Nepo in the game against Ding. He probably mixed his move order, but he had 15 minutes on the clock, right? He you know, just think, you know, use that time to remember. Yeah, you have time. It's not like you have less than a minute on the clock and you're trying to basically just do whatever. Thank you for following. And I don't know. So 4 minutes for Jan. He is still thinking. Yeah, Magnus is chilling, right? We can see he is reclining on the chair. Nepo is not happy. All right. This is actually, you know, it's a lot of fun to see the faces, yeah? It's a lot of fun. Ah! It's a lot of fun to see the faces. So, 4 minutes for Nepomniachtchi. He is actually leading by 1 point, yeah? I mean, the second game was a draw. It was the roller coaster. Was the roller coaster. Somebody trying to challenge me. I guess they have no idea I'm commentating the event. That's fine. You know, and what is the move? All right, so he took on a4, knight e4. Okay, let's go. Queen d4, queen f5, right? Probably queen f5. Probably queen f5. We see the moves coming in, and these guys should have started. They're not started yet. Lazy. All right, not lazy. Heartbreaker. You have experience on your sides. Less talking is good. Alright. I'll try, guys. First time in the tournament, Nepo hasn't blitzed through every game. You know why? Because we criticized him, right? Remember, we criticized him yesterday for his blitzing out against Ding. Queen e7. Losing immediately. Losing move by Ding, by Yang. He is missing rook e1. And it's game over. Oh my god, he's trying to keep his pawn protected, but after rook e1... Yeah, rook e1 is a killer, yeah. Knight f6 is a huge threat now. Because if you take with the queen, then rook takes on e8. So you have to play something like king h8 and then rook e2. The threat is knight d6, queen has to go to f8, and you grab this pawn on g6. You know, it just proves... you know, there is a famous saying in chess, the longer you think, the worse the move. You know? It's like this, it's true. It actually is like in chess, it's like very popular. Because there are people who've been known to think like for half an hour, for 40 minutes, and then the move they produce is like basically blunder something, right? I'm not sure about Larson who said it. I'm not sure. Long variation, wrong variation. No, but it's like, so you guys, usually your intuition tells you what move to make. right? So if you do, I mean, you check all the candidate moves, right? You check all the candidate moves. Obviously, your intuition tells you which one is the best. You verified it, and if it works, you don't see why is it losing immediately. Then you just play it, right? That's how it works. So king h8, rook e2, huge threat, and black is just losing everything. I think Jan just basically. Okay, so we have Grunfeld here. We have Grunfeld among the youngsters. Let's call them youngsters because they're both pretty young. Alright, so they're playing theory, it's not interesting. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Jan is not happy. Why is the pause? Yeah, not paused. Yeah, rook g6. Alright, so we see some moves here. Rook takes g6 also is good, yeah, but rook e2 I like more because it sort of protects the rook from the pin. So this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Rook e2 is computer line, I know, but rook g6 is a human line, also works. I mean, rook g6, rook h6, rook g1. Huge advantage. Black, I mean, Magnus is supposed to win this. Blindfolded, actually. So, I think Lasker said that if his opponent thought for 30 minutes and sacked a piece, he wouldn't take it. Ah, well, that's different. That is different. I mean, but still, you know, yeah, I mean, it depends, of course, on the position. But, you know what people do? They just get up and let the opponent think to the eternity, right? Because, you know, the old days, the time controls were different. You had this 2.5 hours, you had 3 hours for the game, right? You can spend 30 minutes and you can still have a lot of time. These days, you have only 90 minutes for 40 moves. That means if you spend half an hour, right, on a move that just one move, then you have only an hour left for the rest of the moves. So, what's going on? What is going on here? We see some crazy line with the e5. I've never seen this so early. This is actually pretty new to me. Well, it makes sense, of course. Black tries to sort of now close the position. So black wants to play b6, transfer the knight to d7, f6, e8, d6, right? The best blockading place for knight. Absolutely best blockading. And now he plays queen d6, just when I said it, yeah? It's kind of ridiculous. And, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so he is going to prepare the transfer later anyway. Right now he's preparing f5 to close the position with f4. And then he's going to do all his regrouping. That's what's going to happen, because... yeah, sometimes I play these positions with black in Grunfeld, so that's kind of interesting. We see some games here, So playing, Van Hao, right? Not many recent games, Glidur playing and losing with white. So the c5 move looks pretty interesting, yeah? The c5, I think black looks pretty okay, actually, here. I like black position. Even though the computer says like +6, +5, it's not that much, to be honest. It's not that much. Yeah, black needs to play f5, f4. So personally, I think I would consider in this position actually taking on f5, but not here, yeah, because you sort of need to create this. When you have a pawn like this, right? You need to sort of open the center a little bit, so you can later, you know, chase this queen away from here. So that's something I would consider. Because if you play simple chess, like if you go for this f3 thing, right, and then after f4, basically black gets a really free hand. Let's, for example, knight e2, knight f6, knight c3, b6, right, and then knight b5, queen d8, a4. I'm gonna show you what black's ideal position is. He basically wants to go here, maybe even g5 some point, but knight e8, and basically he just grabs here, plays knight d6. And this is at least a draw, right? There is no way to break through. The computer says +1, but it's just draw. Right, so f3 has been played. Alright, so let's go back to Magnus' game. We see queen f3. What we have seen here, rook g6, rook e2. Alright, queen f8, take. And, wait, no, we didn't see this. We saw him take on g6 first, knight f6, queen c3. Alright, pin, defending from pin, and queen f3. And the idea is that with rook on h5, I mean, he could have probably done it immediately, yeah, if he really wanted to. For example, queen c3, right? Rook h7. But why didn't he play queen f3 here? Because the rook d5, he didn't want to give the pawn. All right, so queen c3, rook h7, queen f3, and now if knight e4, then rook e6. That's the plan, right? So that's the plan, and white is the pawn up. He has an attack. Black has a lot of weaknesses. Open king, pretty much winning for white, yeah. Pretty much winning. But white has not that much time on his clock. Why is he was thinking so much? Oh, Magnus is not sure of himself anymore. He lost a little bit of confidence. He lost a little bit of confidence. That is actually a huge thing, guys. Thank you for following. That's a huge thing. You know, when you lose confidence at this level, when you start to check yourself, right? After blundering stuff, that's what you do. You start to verify yourself. You lose time. And yeah, confidence is a huge thing. Confidence is a huge thing. So rook gg1, right? f5 looks more human to me. f5 with the idea of rook e6, right? So, but we gotta see this line, of course. So f5 has been played, knight f6, and Magnus is going for bishop d6. And he should still win this, because if black takes on d6 and knight c takes d6, white managed to avoid this, finally get rid of the spin, right? That was important thing. And I don't know, you know, this is gonna be over very soon, because we have 3 minutes versus 2 minutes on the clock. White has a huge advantage. All his pieces are excellently posed, right? Black pieces are really badly posed. Queen d8, queen d7, knight d6. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'd probably keep this knight on f7 if I were black. You know, this kind of nice knight, he protects your king. But then you have to move your queen and sort of lift away that. All right, that's pretty good. Outer mods, I'm gonna allow this. So what happens? I heard you. Good, I'm good. That's pretty good. So we're checking out the games, and what else we have here? We have some line here, queen c2, knight d7, knight h3, going to the sweet g5, e6 spot. Probably black should not allow that. So I'm looking at f4, maybe followed by h6 now. That's what I would probably consider if I were white, yeah? And this knight potentially can actually go to d3, b2, c4, trying to exchange this knight on d6. Position is still pretty damn close. So queen d8 has been played. And now is the question, right? Now is the question of what we can do here. King b1 is a computer move. If you move your bishop, let's say if you move your bishop to f4, right? Then you see how much the evaluation jumps because of queen d5. A lot of pins going on, and threatening queen f5 and also queen a2 potentially. So that's a huge thing. So let's see what Magnus is doing. We see Alireza versus Giri. They look like brothers to me, but okay. Queen d8. So Magnus is down to less than a minute on the clock. And time is actually becoming a factor, because it's pretty obvious that the white does not see the way how he can win this immediately. And if he doesn't, then we have a problem. So king b1 has been played, getting that king away from all the potential checks. If black takes on d6, then simple knight cd6, it's winning, so black should not do that. And if he takes here first and takes on d6, that's a human way to play this, and it's probably how this is, in fact, is going to happen. And probably rook e6 or rook d3, right? I kind of like rook d3 more, but rook e6 looks pretty damn good also. Queen d4 is bad because of this, right? So black has to keep the control of the back rank. No, not here. So queen d8, right? I have to play queen d8, but that means you can just basically take this pawn. That's pretty much winning. Yeah, this looks very winning to me. How? Like this, yeah, because then you have rook f6 and queen g8. That is how. So, so this is all very complicated. probably still very good for white, yeah, almost in every case scenario. So let's see what Jan is gonna come up with. This is they're down to the last seconds. We see f4 being played, and we see black actually closing off this position with c4, and black actually is now better. This is actually a very famous position, I think. Black is better because look at these bishops, right? They're dead. If black can manage to play bishop d7, rook c8, he has free reign here, right, to start pushing the pawns. Then knight goes to a4, b5. So probably white has to play a4 here. Yeah, a4, but then you have a5, of course, and this pawn is weak. So yeah, so nice preparation by Giri against Firouzja in this game. Let's go here. What happened? So rook e6. So we looked at this line, right? And this looks pretty bad for black, which is probably normal, right? Yeah, this looks pretty normal. Hi Mims, hi Andromeda, thank you for the gift to our viewers. Andromeda, 28 gift subscriptions, man. Thank you, you're the man. And now we see queen b7 and queen e4. Of course I have the computer with me, but you don't need actually a computer here to see that white has huge rooks. Rook going to e8. Probably black will just resign pretty much soon here. f6 is also coming, right? So this is like really bad. Yeah, this is like really bad. Nepo, look at all his pieces that are like so passive. He got really restricted, constricted, Udavized, yeah? Udavized, high amendments. Yeah, the black can just resign basically. Yeah, Nepo. Yeah, he's trying hard, but Magnus, look at him. Yeah, he's chilling. Yeah, he's afraid actually to blunder something, to lose this winning edge. That is what's happening here. So rook e8, completely tying up everything. f6 is a threat, right? Rook g8 is coming. So why is black not resigning here? And maybe he did, yeah? Maybe he did. No, he is still playing. Oh, they're still playing. Rook h6 has been played. Rook h6, because you see the board here. Yeah, for some reason the chess. All right, the moves are coming. And queen e6, of course. And if you don't exchange the queens, then f6 pawn rolls. And I think it's game over. Yeah. King g7, I guess. King g7. But then f6 anyway. And rook e7 just wins. So black can resign here. Queen e6. Yeah, very good performance by Magnus in this game. Yeah, he just, you know, opening phase extremely important for the top level chess and the rapid and blitz phases, because if you do your opening well, then you have an edge. Like in this game, Nepo playing too fast in the opening. Definitely not analyzed. So let's see what happened here. So he changed the queens. Smart. Had to change the queens. And we see here this endgame completely winning. A pawn is going. 3 pawns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 pawns for an exchange. Rook b6, rook b7, a6, a7. Probably anything wins. White can grab this pawn as well. 95 for rook c7, a6, a7. I don't know what he is playing for, to be honest. So this position, you see how black managed to get his knight on d6, the way I was talking earlier about. And now black is sort of ready to play rook g6, h5, and start the aggression here. Also, if you guys want to check some of the structure, I played a nice game against Van Veli on the Russian Team Championship in exactly the same structure. And I beat him with black, and this black bishop is going to c5. That's the reason why black played c4. He has the c5 square for his bishop now. And if this bishop gets here, and black has this attack on the king side, white is dead. Alright, so you see the evaluation? That is a complete disaster for white opening. Complete disaster. It's just a disaster. Okay, so Napoli is playing this absolutely lost endgame. I don't know why he's playing this. You know, it's not like Magnus is gonna make a draw in this position. So so this is winning for white. So we're not gonna stick with this game anymore because I really doubt that Napo can hold this. Really doubt it. So rook c8, okay, a5, and we're gonna see some action here. We're gonna see some action here. a5, h5, of course, as I mentioned, black is going for the attack. Yeah, big strategic fight. What year was your game? I don't remember the year, but I played it with black against Van Valley. I think maybe 2011, maybe 13, not sure. So white is actually starting to run with his king. Smart choice. King runs to c2. I don't think it's gonna help much though, yeah. I mean, a6 would be actually a very nice move by black to prepare this b5 square for a knight or a bishop. And right, and then bishop still has to go to c5, but white now has some chances to survive, yeah. Chances to survive. Game resigns, yes. Yes, resigns, okay. Resigns. So we have fourth game here. For Nepo, the Nepo now match is tied, and black plays bishop f6. Actually, black might be thinking about playing bishop d8 and attacking this pawn on a5, yeah? That might be also a trick. This might be the trick. Hi, Homeless. Which one? I don't see your link. Well, okay, just find it. I mean, I haven't played many games with Van Valley that I beat him with black, okay? He was a very tough opponent for me for some reason, and but that was one of the rare games that I beat him with black. So, okay, yeah, I think exchange classical variation. No, it was I don't know. Check it out on the chess games, it's link. I didn't see the link. My channel didn't post. Probably it doesn't allow to post the link in the chat. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the links don't show up. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, because I usually do the restream chat, right? But it crashed absolutely on me, so I had to do this juggling. I eliminated restream chat from my system, so I have to change a lot of things, settings. They all mixed up, and now there's only Twitch bot Streamlab chat bot or something. I have no idea. The settings are. Yeah, well, the important thing is chess, right? Yeah, you'll find it. Just go over it. You will see the structure. You know, it's the structure is the most critical thing, right? That's how you recognize the game, because we had this structure. Maybe I beat him some other games. I'm not sure, but I really doubt it. Okay. Yeah, so that's how you recognize it. So bishop d1 goes to a4. Very smart. Actually, white has to exchange this bishop. And if he does exchange this bishop, then g4 will be really tough for black to break. And the knight on d6 potentially can be exchanged by bishop c1, a3. I mean, it's a very strategic play here. And again, we see that Geary is trying to play very cautious chess at the same time. And it's kind of interesting to see youngsters play positional chess, because whoa, the way they played it is like pretty cool. So knight on f2, king's Indian knight, right? Protects g4 square, protects e4 square, really good. The only problem with white is this bishop on d2 is doing absolutely nothing. That's the only problem. Okay, I've downloaded all the available games from this week in chess. If anyone interested, I think I'd upload them. Why? Why would you want to upload them? I mean, the only reason you download these games if you have a database, a chess database program like ChessBase, right? And that's how you update you use it for preparation against your opponents, basically. That's it. That's the only reason. And everybody does his preparation differently. To search games? Oh, I see. Okay. So bishop d8 has been played. And this pawn now is in trouble, right? Rook a1 probably will be played. And then it is the question. The computer really likes this g4. I kind of like this g4 too. Because if you take on g4, then just takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. White cannot take with the knight because knight e4. But if you take with the pawn after bishop h4, white is just losing. It's just absolutely lost, right? Absolutely. There's no he's just lost. So rook a1, and Giri does not play g4. He plays rook b8. I don't understand this. You know, if you're attacking, if you're playing g5, h5, then you better go for it. You better play g4, right? What is this rook b8? What is this rook b8? I mean, what is this rook doing there? Why? You know that your knight is gonna take this pawn on a4. You needed that rook on c8 to protect the c4 pawn. I don't understand this position. Why g4? Because you need to break through white king. He is only protected by this knight and bishop, and that's it. And black has bishop, knight, and rook all attacking this king. Plus, black plays g4 to open the file and also undermine this e4 pawn. Because anyway white captures on g4, eventually this e4 pawn falls. And if this pawn falls, then the whole white position collapses. And if white doesn't react to g4, I mean, what can he do, right? If he doesn't react, what is he gonna do here? He's gonna play bishop e1 here. Then you have this knight on h1, which is like incredibly stupid, right? So maybe you want to play bishop e2, but then just grab here. And then you have this thing, right? Queen g7, bingo. It's a standard King's Indian thing. I mean, if you ever played Kid, then you know that you should play g4. That's one of the main goals in King's Indian. Instead, Giri actually decides to play on the queen side. Okay, that is unusual. That is definitely unusual. Definitely unusual because basically opening the files for white's rooks here. I mean, of course, white is probably very much paralyzed. Yeah, but he has to take this pawn, right? He has to take this pawn. But at least there is no attack here. None. White knight on f2 has no squares though. That's actually an achievement. He has nowhere to go. If he goes to b2, with the black pawn on b5, he has no squares. On f2, he has no squares either. But the question is this position winning? Because white has this a file, right? So we have this queen a7. The second rook goes to a2. Ideally, you want the Alekhine gun with two rooks in front of the queen, but it's not happening. So rook b7, queen a8. I don't know, maybe king h7, get the rook to g8 or something. Then, you know, rook a7. And it is still very difficult to, you know, it is difficult to win this position with black by just positional mints. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. You know, he missed the perfect time to play g4. Right. Wasn't the rule like play on the side where your pawns are pointing? The rule is like where you have the majority that you should play. However, this is a King's Indian structure, right? And in the Kid, black plays g4. He goes for g4. And, all right. I mean, if you play like this, it's going to be a draw. All right. I mean, do you want to win or you want to make a draw? Of course, in Giri's case, it's going to be a question more like, should I play for a win, but it's risky, or should just, you know, play a very safe way with an advantage, and it's most likely a draw, but I have a guaranteed advantage. All right, so we know what the choice will be taken, right? We know the choice. Queen b1 protects the e4 pawn, and he builds this Alekhine gun, as I mentioned before, right? With the queen actually protecting a lot of squares. Magnus here, this game is lost. So we're gonna see this game, and queen b1 has been played. Alright, so this is probably gonna be the last game I'm gonna cover. And then because we have Chess.com tournament starting, let's quickly head over there and join the tournaments. Right? See Title Tuesday. The Swiss, you see how many people already are? 317 people, including all the top kids. So let's join this tournament. You guys see it, right? Does it show? Yeah, I think it shows, right? Have Hikaru, Grishuk, Andreikin, Parhamov, Bortnik, Hans, Aparin, Vandorin, Alexeyenko. All right, a lot of kids. Yeah, a lot of kids. So let's go back to the commentating. Let's see what happened here. So Rook A6. So what happened was B5. Rook A6. Black managed to get this bishop on C5 square. And congratulations on that. However, white rooks are now controlling the A file. So King F7. And we are looking at Alekhine gun, right? Rook first A1 and then Queen A1. And white position is just very solid. Very solid. I don't think black can break through here. Because no G4s anymore. No G4s for oh, we see Magnus game starting. So it's positional. Alright, so this is just knight C3, E5. Jan actually very smart. He wants to play some solid chess, no open files, nothing, close position. Just make a draw with white and go into the Armageddon. That's pretty smart. I like that idea. So that's pretty smart. So Rook 1A2. And yeah, black missed his chance to play G4. So let's see if they show up on the cam. You see Giri is happy. And Firuzai is not happy because he's obviously worse, but Giri is happy. He's got small advantage. He's got guaranteed draw, right? All right, dude. We understand. We understand you. We get you, man. So look at this Alekhine gun. Yeah, the rooks are untouchable. You try to copy your plan: Queen C7, Queen C5, and then G5. Yeah, that's actually the first line, I guess. And then G4, and then Queen G1, right? That actually might work. Actually, that might work, yeah. Queen C7. And then Queen C5 is actually a threat. Yeah, Queen C5 is actually a threat? Yeah, I think it is. Because if G4 and then Queen G1 goes right here. So maybe white will have to play... he played Bishop E2. Alright, let's see. And if Queen C5 then? Queen B1. Queen protects this pawn on E4, so there is break here. Oh, black can break, yeah. Black can actually break through. And then you have the sack exchange. And Bishop G4, now white is better. White is better because black king is now open. Cool. So Bishop C8, kick this rook out. Kick this rook out. Rook has to go to A8. Yeah, it is, but you see that the computer, he just gives up the exchange on B6 and he takes on G4. So that's the reason why Giri plays Bishop C8 first. He wants to kick the rook out of A6 so it doesn't take on B6. However, white obviously plays rook A8 now. And that's the thing we probably have to watch here, because if Queen C5, now you have Queen A3, right? So, so I don't see what's the big deal. So let's go back to this game. Nepo actually managed to get F4 in. I think this is slightly better for white. It's considered usually to be slightly better for white, the structure here. But this is very close to a draw. So Bishop C8, we're down to 7 minutes and 3 minutes. Good to see you again, thank you. This bishop is worth more than a rook, it is. It actually is. Yeah, but don't take him right now, right? Because black is just gonna go and triple on the A file himself. So no free exchange. Rook A8 has to be played. I'm not sure what Firuzai is thinking about. He has to play Rook A8. Absolutely no other moves. Maybe he is thinking about bishop b7, right? And the idea is then queen goes to c5 unchallenged. But then white is just ready with knight d1 now. Knight d1 is not good. All right, so queen b1, and if queen c5, then queen b4, right? And this endgame is actually tricky. White should still hold it though, right? That is probably the reason why Alireza is thinking. So rook takes a8, and queen c5, I think, right? Queen c5, queen a3. So, oh, he did take on a8. He did. All right, he did. So he did take on a8. Let's go see their faces. Giri is thinking really hard. Magnus is enjoying his position. You know, looking at the faces is nice. Although it's kind of a little bit bluff on Magnus' part, because he's definitely slightly worse here. He is definitely worse. I'm not sure why he's enjoying this position. I think he's enjoying it because he won the previous game, right? So he feels like he's got his mojo back, right? Remember that cool word, the mojo? Right. The Gata bishop. Wasn't Firouzja winning this game? Yeah, he was winning the previous game. He was. So Magnus got his mojo back, so he's pretty happy. So Giri knows that queen c5 is going to be met by queen a3. And the question is now, is Giri going to exchange the last pair of rooks? Is he going to exchange this pair of rooks and get this rook a8, get rid of it? And why? It's slightly worse, like engine evaluation term. Slightly worse? No, that's slightly worse is like famous chess player term. It's like, remember, if you look at all the old informants, there's equal plus sign, right? It's like saying that some side has small advantage. Slightly better, slightly worse. That's what it is. How much? I don't know. 0.2, 0.25, 0.3 maybe. Who knows? You know, who does it mean actually anything to you? 0.25 or 0.3? To me, it means absolutely nothing. 0.5, 0.6 is already higher. It's but 0.8 is serious. Okay. All right. 0.8 is serious. And if you get to +1, that's already like really serious, except in the end games. +1 in anything below 2 in the end game, that advantage is usually a draw. Just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm teaching you how to, read these computer evaluations. So whenever you see computers saying like anything below 0.6 is a small advantage. Anything between 0.6 and 1 is already a large advantage. Larger than 1 is like serious advantage, and if it's a middle game, it's close to winning. But if it is not, oh, Giri actually just decided to trade everything down. Oh my God, Giri! Congratulations, you found your draw, man. You found your draw. Good job, man. So all we have to do is now watch out for this plan. If we trade the rooks, if black king can just march sort of like this way, right? And then he goes for this b4 plan. And how white is going to stop that? That is only one problem for white right now. That's the only problem that I can see for white. So maybe it's a good idea not to trade the rooks, but keep the rook on the a file for white, right? To make it maximum difficulty. And the idea is you win time. If you keep the rooks on, you want to play knight d1 and trade the dark squared bishop. That's what you want to do with white. That is what you want to do, because then if black plays b4, you can sort of try to block the position with the knight on c3. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of lousy position to play though. Yeah, it's kind of lousy. Okay, so look at queen h5 thing here. See, I was talking about 0.3. Okay, remember what I told you? So we see it, yeah? 0.3, small advantage for white. All right, nothing to see there. So let's see, rook a6. Rook a6, yeah, you're welcome. So black actually needs to exchange the rooks. That's the only way he can win this. So it's gonna take time, right? Because as soon as white plays knight d1, black is gonna go for g4. Obviously, he has to. He has to go for g4 and then force the exchange and then rook h8, right? Can he play g4 now? Let's see, g4 now, probably not, yeah, because you take and knight. All right, so you cannot play g4. And I expect king e7 has to be played, in my opinion. And if knight d1, you have perfect timing, because of g4 you have check, right? Check, and bishop f2, and you cannot even capture this bishop because of rook d7, rook d6. Wow, then after knight d1, black has to play a rook somewhere, right? And then if bishop f2, then you have to kick this rook out, or you can never bring your king to c7. Well, you can by playing bishop c8, then bishop b7. And yeah, so this position, yeah, still 1.8 is like really bad position for white. Really bad position, because now you have g4, maybe even, yeah, g4. Oh, ooh, the evaluation really goes way down. So what about this? What about this line? I want to see this line, because I remember, guys, I wanted to check this endgame. I think it's really bad, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. King a3 is bad because of this, right? King d4 just walks here. Ooh, bad mistake on my part. Okay. Yeah, now you have this g4 break coming. So bishop c2, bishop d7. And if white just holds, right, then you have b4 finally, and king walks, and this is bad. So in the game we see king f2, so this happens. In this game we see black actually starting to equalize, okay. And g4 has been played, yeah, and white should have taken, right. So this is what happened, right? So this is what happened, and yeah, h4 is bad. g3 check, trading the rooks, knight goes and picks up this pawn, it's winning. All right, that's a win for Giri. You know, very nice. Just basically trading stuff, right? I'm playing Title Tuesday. Yes, I'm playing in 20 minutes. Hi Fortuna, yeah. So see, it eventually pays off. Yeah, black Giri just wins in his trademark style. He restricts all the pieces, and he goes for this g4 break in the end game. Yeah, he wins. White's really messed up, but this b4, oh my god, why do you need b4? Why do you need b4? Just play g3, right? Just bring your king over to c7, trade the rooks after rook a8, and then this knight goes to picks this pawn on h4, and you win the game. Why do you need all this stuff? I don't know. Look at this position. Now it's like now white has chance. Yeah, small chance, but he's got some chance. All right, it's a very small chance, I have to admit. It's very small chance, right? g3, king d2. It's, wow, it's larger. It's growing larger. Yeah, it's really growing larger. Knight d4. Yeah, okay. So they really want to play on our nerves. Yeah, he really wants to play on our nerves. Yeah, he is amazing, of course. And now he plays g3, okay. And after king d2, what now? Bishop h3, bishop f1, okay, then what? White gets the knight to c3. He gets king c2, knight c3, and then what? Then, what are you doing, Giri? What are you doing, man? Just here, knight b5. Rook f3 though, yeah? Rook f3, can you play rook f... Oh, there is rook g6, right? There's rook g6, wait. Oh, d6 check, why? And this? Oh, this rook has no squares. Rook has no squares, rook a8, my god. Look at how complicated this endgame is. It's not so easy, not easy. Rook a8, bishop c7. Alright, king d2 has to go. King d2 has to be played, right? I mean, it has to be played. What are you guys talking about? King d2 has to be played. You know, I think Giri realizes he has to trade the rooks, because then if he knight gets to h4, it's still winning. Like, for example, right, if check, bishop, right, then king here, for example, let's just say for example's sake, right, it's probably, just for example's sake, let's play this position out, yeah, knight h8, yeah, but the computer says it's a draw now, yeah, I'm not sure, is it a draw? Because you have this h4, and the idea is that you really want to play h3 at some point. Actually, knight goes to g5, right? So knight goes to g5. And then you have this h3 coming up. h3 is not winning. For some reason, it's not winning. All right, so this is very close to it. All right, so king c2 has been played. Wow, and you guys saw it, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If Giri just not played b4, just traded rooks and take that pawn on h4, he would win the game. But he went for this b4 thing. Unbelievable. So he's gonna play rook a6 probably, yeah, trade the rooks, I think. He has to. He has to, otherwise he can't improve. He can't really improve. So we're gonna see this line, yeah, something like that. There is no bishop h3, bishop f1 just blocks the stuff. Yeah, Giri, my god. Rook a6 has to be played, and then we go into that line. So what's going on here after f5? I like actually what the hell Nepo did. He played g3 and f5. Whoa, now this is very complicated. Yeah, look at this bishop on b2. It's a monster, but black has excellent blockade on the light square. So black can just play rook f7, rook f8, right? And create pressure on this pawn, and maybe later even play d5, d4. Although probably not. He probably doesn't have to. But after f5, what is white going to do? The threat is actually you want to take here and take on f4. White has no time for rook f3. I believe he doesn't have time for this. He doesn't have time. Actually, he does. Yeah, he does. But no. Rook h3, rook g3. And then rook f4 and knight d5. Look at the computer bullshit. Look at all this computer bullshit. Queen g6, just rook f7, yeah. Alright, so after f5, okay, the computer says white is better, but he has to find this queen g5 move, sort of pinning black position here. So rook f7 most likely. I would probably play rook f3 here just to double the rooks, and the computer really doesn't like this move, yeah. And then if I play h6, queen g3, king h7, c4, rook f8, okay. Yeah, but black is tied up. He can never capture this pawn, so he is worse. He is worse, guys. He is worse. So rook a1, rook e1 has been played. The idea is that if you capture this, then f5, of course. So black has to play rook f7. Let's go back to this position. What happened? Rook b4. And I think this is a draw now, yeah? Incredible. Yeah, this looks like a draw. This looks like a draw. This is incredible, guys. Yeah, this is incredible. Yeah, this is incredible. Nepo looks focused. Let's see. Yeah, he does look focused. Yeah, because he knows he's got a better position because Magnus didn't play it right. Magnus didn't play it right. And, you know, Nepo is actually one of the most fearsome attacking players. He is. And to give such a position to Nepo is asking for it. It's like really asking for it. Andromeda, thank you, guy. Are you playing? Yes, I'm playing. It starts in 17 minutes. I'm just waiting for the end of this game. And it looks still like white should be able to make a draw by taking on c4. And Alireza, all he has to do is just basically grab this pawn with a knight and play rook b1. And it's going to be a draw. I don't know. Maybe there is a trick with knight b5. But... no, the idea is that you do this, there's rook a2 check, but I really doubt it. King b2 would just be an awesome move, yeah. So I think knight c4 and rook b2 or rook a1, rook b1 just, you know, prevents the rook from getting there. The idea is that if you have check, you take, bishop d1, there is bishop f1. But it is enough to hold the draw, right? So it is enough. And Alireza managed to save this game. And... all right, thank you for the best of luck. He's only top player with plus score versus Magnus in the classical. Really? Well, I can see why, because the way Magnus plays against him, Oh, rook b1, they just basically agreed to a draw, right? Rook a1. Rook b1 has to be played, there is no question about it. Come on, rook b1, don't be scared. It looks like a dead draw. Rook b1 is just draw, man. Rook... Oh, he plays rook b6. My god, he's... Oh, he's playing for a win with white. Look at this idea. Rook h6, right? Followed by d6. His kid's got balls. He's got balls, man. Wow. Rook g1, rook h6, rook g2, king c3. Suddenly it goes really sharp, but d6 is like huge threat. Yeah, it is actually a huge threat, yeah. And black will have to be careful, but this g3 pawn will actually be enough to make a draw, right? But wow, what an opportunity by white. See what happens when you really don't score? This is what happens when you don't score. Right. Queen g5. Nice move. We looked at it earlier, right? And now h4 pawn starts to roll. And black is in serious trouble. But look at this turnaround. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's mate. It's mate by Giri. He just blundered into a mate. And he played this absolutely horrible rook f2. He blundered into a mate. Oh my god. Oh my god, Giri, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't score. This is what happens when you allow all that counterplay. He could have easily won that endgame. Easy win. Without b4, trade the rooks, get the knight to h4, win that pawn, win the game. It's over. And he loses the game in 2 moves. My god. My god. Alright guys, so that completes the coverage of this tournament for me today, because in 13 minutes I have to play Chess Title Tuesday, this tournament. It starts in 12 minutes. So that's what I am going to do. I need to get some food, I need to get some drink, and I'll see you in 12 minutes. Alright? Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the matches today. You see how these guys are tired. You know, these guys are tired. They've been playing non-stop chess every day, 4 rapids every day, and they have to prepare also, which means they prepare at least for another few hours. It means they're very tired. All right, so okay, I admit I was a little bit too harsh on these guys, so let's give them some slack. They're still trying their best, but they're showing that they are not infallible. They make blunders, they make mistakes, they make misjudgments, positional, tactical miscalculations, right? So they're all human, and that means we're gonna stay and make sure we note all the right moments, right? All right, so thank you, and I'll see you soon, guys.